Hey, what's up, people? Doing a little experimenting here. Okay, that is an alcohol stove. Okay, what I did was I put a spring around it. I filled it with insulation or cotton. I forgot, to be honest with you. I think it was insulation. I did it years ago. And when you first start an alcohol stove, you get a real massive flame, and it takes about anywhere from a minute to 8 minutes. This one took 8 minutes of burn time before it would plume. I don't know why, but I built that. So I filled the stove with I used to use 2 ounces, but there's no need for that no more. I'll tell you why. I put an ounce of denatured alcohol in the stove, and I would wet that just a little bit, that little spring. I would wet it with denatured alcohol, and that would act as a primer. That would heat the stove. So within 30 seconds, I would have a full bloom. And so now I got, check this out. I got this stove, 1 ounce of alcohol to burn 9 minutes, which is average. Then I took this can and I cut it. So what you do is you slide this out. You take that can off, and then you slide it back in and you light it. Or you could just use this that drops on top of it if you want. If you want to boil water in, let's say, 5 minutes, give or take. So what I do is I would let the water boil. Then you throw that on, and then you get that nice simmer. Now, here's the thing about letting it simmer. By controlling these rods up or down, the further down you go, the higher the flame will get, the hotter it gets if you want to cook something. If you want to just heat up soup or something like that, this is fine. If you want to fry a fish, you'd have to lower it. But here is the absolute cool thing. An ounce of denatured alcohol would burn for 9 minutes. Just with that little ring that I put there. And I add 10% water to the alcohol. This has been burning 45 minutes already. 45 minutes, man. 45 minutes, it's still going. And you can still look down in the chamber and see alcohol, which means if you can see it, it's gonna burn another 10 minutes. So let's say that burns an hour. That's 5 times longer than what it was designed to do. So if you have 10 gallons of alcohol stored away, now it's like having 50 gallons. Like I said, take this, you put it to the hole underneath it, you lower it, you get more flame, it would be a little bit hotter. Now you could probably scramble eggs or something like that. Yeah, pretty cool. I love experimenting with stuff. Here, let me see. And yes, there is still liquid on the bottom. That liquid has to get absorbed around the wick that's inside there. So I would say this little sucker is gonna burn. That is absolutely crazy. Figured I would share that in case any of you guys are trying to get more time out of your stove, or you're trying to get it to simmer. Another thing is just this box itself. I got 2 of them. I got one in each. I got one there. And I got one there. I got one in each bag. So the little box, you don't even need the alcohol. You pull the little pins out that I made, and you just use it as a wood stove. You just keep feeding wood underneath it and let the flame do its thing. Wow. Okie dokie, peeps. This is my little survival fishing kit. This kit was, I know people laugh, I paid a lot for this, but this is the best one that they sell. It's got so much stuff in it. I don't even know what half the stuff is. I don't really fish. But I used to, I guess, when I was a younger guy. Look at that, man. I am amazed. 1 ounce. Unbelievable. All right. Till next time.